Hey Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and I'm coming to you with my CHA 2014 knockoffs. So I have a board on Pinterest called CHA 2014 and this is what I've got going so far. I have 161 pins so far and a lot is catching my eye. I really like this paper, by Scrapbook Company, I guess. Crepe paper. It's called Mixtape. I really like that a lot. Let's see. Whoops. Go away. Okay. And then I also like, I like the stuff from Crepe Paper and Studio Calico. This is Amy Tangerine here. I don't know if how well you can see this, but one thing what I think was a little bit interesting was a lot of the lines show you all of the papers, and like they even do this big long list of all of their papers. But I liked what Basic Gray did. They just showed us one image, and it looks like you can see a bunch of the different pattern papers within it, but you can't really see the whole thing, and so that kind of piqued my curiosity. And I wanted to play with that. So what I want to do is just show you how I'm going to create a little kit. And by little, I always go a little bit overboard, but with some existing papers. So this is Hello Again by Cartabella. And it's got that orange and yellowish looking paper that you see here. This is, I think, a Basic Gray from a long time ago. And it looks like my lighting situation is a little bit off. Let me just try to fix that. Hold on. I might be able to. If you have watched any of my videos, you know sometimes I'm a little tech challenged. So I guess that would be one of the times. I think that's slightly better lighting. You should see the precarious tripods I've got going on. So this was one of the first things I cut with my new Silhouette Cameo. I think that's probably going to take a little while for me to bond with, but I did that cut. I'm not crazy about how the paper stays so curly afterwards, and I've had that under a book, but oh well. So it looks like the colors that we're working with in this line by Basic Gray are yellow, orange, pink, hot pink, like a very hot, almost fluorescent pink, almost fluorescent yellow, orange, black and white, a little bit of green, and it seems like a little bit of aqua. So I pulled this aqua. This is an American Crafts paper pad that I had. There's some polka dots here. So I pulled a polka dot sheet that seemed to have those types of colors. I also pulled one that's just black and white polka dot. It looks like this here is like almost some kind of a black and white dash, so that was my magic close enough. And then there seems to be the black with the very neon colors. So this, I think, is from Die Cuts with a View. It was a paper pack stack that I got at the craft store. There's polka dots in this line. Now these are like watercolor looking polka dots, but this will do. Those are just a graphic polka dot. This is, I think, Amy Tangerine, and it's got a little bit of a watercolor to it. You see the color is a little bit spotty, and I think that watercolor is going to be a trend that we see continuing in 2014. I've also heard that triangles are here to stay for a while. Not sure. That's where, so there's, so far, I didn't pull many embellishments, but I did think this is I think it's Cartabella, yeah, Cartabella Hello Again. The colors seem pretty similar, so I pulled this sticker sheet, and then I pulled just a bunch of paper strips that were in the same kind of color families. One that I thought was really spot on was an old SEI, and that had like gradients of orange. It also had like a watercolor looking, like this is really, I think this is about 10-year-old paper. And so you see, if you save your stuff, everything comes back. It really does. So I just had a bunch of, like, that seems pretty similar, right? But it's like, you know, two totally different lines from two different decades, I think. So I just have a bunch of different scraps, and they're mostly from SEI. And I'll just put that to the side. And then I also came up with this. I think this is Daisy D's, maybe. This is also kind of old. But what attracted me to this paper was that it had that really fluorescent pink color. So I picked that. Here's some hexagons. This is an American Crafts paper pad. I don't know what the line is, like what, it looks like Dear Lizzie, but I don't think it was, but maybe it was. This is just a cut apart sheet from that same line. And then what we're seeing in the design in Highlight is there's some like geometric, like triangles. They almost look like the scaffolding to a building, and so these triangles sort of reminded me of that. And then we've got some, the title of Highline is in white on color, so that's why I chose this, which is I think also from that same American Crafts paper pad. So that's what it's looking like so far. I've got some more triangles from American Crafts and some, I guess you would call this chevrons in two different colors. Yeah, I guess they're chevrons. The geometric thing. And then what we're seeing is geometric mixed with florals mixed with watercolor. So here's a really old, I think this is Chatterbox from 1,000,000 years ago in scrapbooking world. But the colors worked, so I threw that in there. This is a crepe paper with tiny little flowers that are kind of a geometric flower. And there is a little bit of pink. If you look in some of these lower buildings, they've got some pink in there. Here's another watercolory orange, and this might even be basic gray from a while ago. Some more pink. That was crepe paper. Some more orange. I think that's also crepe paper. And so I tend to over pull when I'm making a kit. This is, I think, Amy Tangerine. But you know what? When I like looking, and there's a little bit of bright green in here. So I don't know how much that will be in the line, but this had that watercolor effect and the polka dots. So I thought that worked. This is actually basic gray paper cottage. And some more just random little bits. There's a lot of like black and white papers in this Highline, so I pulled some of those. And we're almost done. Some more, I think this is Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm. And Studio Calico. Some more of this. Some more of the white letters on a black background. I thought this is Photo Freedom, but I thought the colors were really similar to the basic gray line. More black and white chalkboard. And then this paper, actually, I thought worked really well. This is American Crafts Amy Tangerine, Yes Please. And I thought the colors were pretty similar. So I think that will work. And then we've got the florals, which look pretty similar to these florals here, except there's an addition of blue in the Dear Lizzie, where there's not in the basic gray. But we've got the pink on the back, and I thought I could use that for journaling. And then this is basic gray line paper cottage, and the hexagons I thought would work. And then this was the page that I made with the Faber-Castell gelatos or gel sticks. I don't know if they're the same or different. Like if gel sticks and gelatos are different or the same. And then this side was watercolor pencils. So that's my kit so far. Instead of going forward looking for embellishments, because we don't really see any embellishments here, I am just going to, so this is the pack of paper. I would guess there's about 30 sheets of paper there. I didn't count, and I'm not gonna. But just like a handful of papers. Oh, I did take a couple of I found this Pebbles Love You More, and I thought the colors in this worked really well. Ah, but there's, I guess you'll just have to trust me because it's all coming apart, but those looked pretty spot on, and then this is We Are Memory Keepers, and just some more things that I thought worked pretty well. What my plan is to make some pages, and so what I want to do throughout this month of January 2014, and we're still in December, but I'm actually a little done with December daily. I will get back to it, but I'm in the mindset of moving forward, so I just wanted to get this kit started and hopefully get a page done tonight. Today is Boxing Day. It's December 26th, so hopefully I'll get something done, and then what I would hope to make from this stack is maybe, let's make a goal of 4 pages. And so my goal isn't to use everything up here. I know that I will have scraps afterwards, but my goal is to make 4 pages where I'm not reaching for more pattern paper, that this is all that I use. I will be reaching for embellishments and letter stickers and that sort of thing, but as far as paper, I've got more than enough stuff for 4 pages here. So that is my self-imposed challenge. My name is Katie Scott, and thank you for joining me. If you would want to get on Pinterest and see more of my boards, my board is called CHA 2014, and my name is Katie Scott, and thank you for watching.